So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to edit this header slider here. I'll show you how to edit the images on it, how to edit the content above the image, and just show you how to edit everything about that. So once you're in the Square Online editor right here, you'll be taken actually immediately to the home page because that's the default, and of course the top of the home page because again that's the default, which is right where we want to be with the main banner here. So what this block is, it's not a regular block. This is a built-in block that can't be moved. So you can turn it off and then put other stuff here, but you can't move it. So you can turn it on and off and then customize it. So we have this main banner block and we can click over here to edit it, or we can click over here to edit it, either one. And then we'll be presented with a number of options. So in Square Online, we usually have a content area. So if there's multiple things, if it's a slider or anything like that, then we'll have this where we can see the content, reorder it, copy, delete, etc., and of course add. The next option here is layout and color under customize, and then background color. So this is a little different than other blocks, not the layout and color so much, but definitely the background. So we have a number of options of doing it in different forms. So we can tell it to display in this layout, and that doesn't change anything because we're doing a slider, but we have a lot of customization here. We'll do centered for any text, and then we have the section height, and we can have it do the same as the browser height, and that will basically fill up the browser space. See how the very bottom of this goes right to the browser window to the bottom of it. That's a good option. We can also set the size if we prefer to like extra small, small, medium, large. But I recommend using this option for your use case. It just makes sense. And then we have the color style. Now, again, this color just doesn't apply here because we have the image backgrounds. So it's not so applicable, but it will apply if you're changing the text. So like this one would change the text to white and buttons to gray, or this one would be black text, gray buttons. So that'll apply to the text, but not the background. Our next option here, background color. The background color, we actually can't edit right here, right now, because I have it set to this background image. So what I'll do is go into one of these content pieces and show you how to edit that. So with the background media, if we set this to none, then we could go back over and set a background color. But because we have a background image for each slide, then it won't let us set a background color. So what we could do if we wanted to is set this to none and then have a background color and then, actually I can just show you how to do that. So we'll do none and then we'll do, make sure all of our images are set to none. And then what we could do if we wanted is select a color. So we could do the selected color that's the default, or we could do a custom color, and we'll just ignore this for now. So we could do like this gray, we could do, okay, it's making me. So we could do the default color, the black, or we could set a custom color. We could set gray, or we could do any of the site colors that we've already selected. And that will, and it's not changing it just yet, but we could change that background color and then we could display text over it. Now we don't want that, so we'll just set it to selected color, set the background to image again, and it'll pull out that image we had previously. This one I didn't have an image set yet, but let's go over to this one, and we have a number of content options. So we can set the background media to an image or a video, and we can upload a video to do that. We can also edit the image itself. So what that means is we can drag it around to tell it where to focus on. We can tell it to improve readability, and based on the image, it'll be lighten or darken. So if it was lightening it, overlaying with white is what that means, then we would have white over here instead of black, and then this would be just clear. So we could do no color overlay to lots of color overlay. We'll do somewhere in the middle. We can also adjust zoom here. We can also adjust rotation. You can rotate it 90 degrees if you want, but I'm going to revert it to the original image, and we'll save it. After this, we have a few options. We have the tagline here. I'll just turn them all on and I can show them to you. So we have a number of options. We have this tagline block, which is sort of little text above the headline. We have the headline block. We have just a regular text. And then we have button 1 and 2. So we can change the styling of all of this. So for the headline, or the tagline rather, we can change the text size to say title 1 if we wanted to for some reason, or anything we want to change here. And obviously the grayed out options aren't available, but we could add a bullet list or a number list, or we can change the color, and we can change it to all caps. And most of these text options are the same for all of these. It's really about where it's placed. That's the difference. And I'm not sure why this is coming up, but we'll keep ignoring it. You can do the same here. You can change the text size. You do have a couple extra options. You have headline 1, 2, and 3. In others, you just have title 1 through 4 and paragraph 1 through 3. But you have all the text options. And then if you select, then you can use italics. You can link it. You can remove formatting, I believe is what this one does. And you can change the color, of course, on all of it. And again, the all caps. The next is our text, regular text. So we have title 1 through 4, paragraph 1 through 3. And then if we select something, that's when we can access this bold, italic, link, and what I believe is remove. The tooltip won't show me anything, but I believe that's remove text formatting or something similar. So then we can do bullet, number list, and change color, of course, all caps again. And then next we have the button option, which has a few different options. We have the add link option. So if we click on that, it'll prompt us to what do we want to link it to? Do we want to link it to a page on the site? We can link it to a category page, an item page, the shop all page, a story page, which is just the blog pages, an external link, a phone link, an email link, a file link, gift cards, or appointments. And for the standard page, it lets you select any of these, any of the pages that's on the site. And then once you select one, you can say if you want to link to a select or a section on the page, and you can also tell it to open it in a new tab if you'd like. Category page is similar. You just select a category. Now we don't have any set up right now, but you just select a category the same way. Item page, same thing. So we could search for cutting board. So, and then have it go to custom cutting board and open a new tab. Or any of these other options. They're very simple to use. It's very much the same, and it's pretty simple. So we'll just cancel that. And then we can select the style. So we can do custom primary, which is this style, gray filled with white text. We can do custom secondary, which is gray outline with the gray text. We can do filled, which is the same as custom primary, and outline, which is the same as custom secondary. But we'll do this custom primary, and then we can select whether we want it to be large or small. Now, in this instance, it doesn't change a whole lot, but it does change some. So then we can change the color if we want of the background and such to say white, any of the site colors that are set already. And then we have this reset to default option. The other button has all the same options. We can change the style, we can change the size, and add a link, and color, and reset. So then once you get this how you want it, then you can go back, and then you can edit another one. Same editing options. You can add a slide, and then go here, same editing options, and you can mix and match this none, image, and video. So if you do none, it's going to show this black background. If you do image, it's going to ask you to select an image from here, or you can upload one. So we'll select a mostly horizontal image, for example. We'll select this one, and then it'll populate it. And then you do have editing options like I showed you. So you can click edit, and then you can drag it around and save it. And then these three dots here, they do something. They let you set the image subject, or of course you can replace it and select a new file. But set image subject, this is sort of, so you can drag it around in the other editing area, which kind of adjusts the cropping. But then when it needs to crop it more, you can move this around so that it'll focus up there. So this would be the main subject of the banner image, and it will try to make sure that whatever you point this at is inside the image. And it doesn't do like object detection or something, but it does try to get it to focus on that area. So we can adjust it there, and then we can save it. And then what you'll notice is on mobile, that's when you'll notice it. So see how it's focusing kind of on this barrel on the edge? So let me show you this again. We'll set the image subject, we'll set it over to this barrel, and then save, and then we'll switch it to mobile again. Then it's focusing on this right barrel now. So see how it kind of shifts the focus around? That's what that does. And then once you've put an image or whatever background, you can edit these just like I showed you previously. And you can add, as far as I'm aware, an unlimited number of slides. There's probably a limit. Okay, so the limit is 6. Yeah, 6 slides. More than 6 you really shouldn't need, but that should be plenty of slides for you. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this helps.